Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk. What's up? Big Herc 916, getting down with another fresh out Prison Talk. Now this one right here is wild. You guys have asked me before about prison escapes, jail escapes. Well, in Louisiana, 11 inmates escaped. Check this out.
All right, back to this massive story we're covering out of New Orleans, Louisiana. 11 escaped inmates. There is a manhunt underway at this hour. We have a brand new statement in from the Attorney General of Louisiana. She says, quote, "Someone clearly dropped the ball and there is no excuse for this. I'm in communication with Troop NOLA and the LA State Police, Louisiana State Police Superintendent, Colonel Hodges. It's all hands on deck. The first priority in any escape must be the immediate capture of the inmates in coordination with state and local law enforcement. But that effort cannot come at the expense of timely notification to the public, which is also critical to keeping communities safe. My office will do whatever it takes to determine how this happened and make sure that it won't happen again. I'm calling on a full investigation. This is beyond unacceptable. And once these offenders are back in custody, there must be real accountability." John, this, as we have more brand new information, that they do not have two of those back in custody. We were reporting, per their statement, that they had caught two and put back into jail two of these escaped inmates. They are now issuing a correction from the sheriff's office that only one inmate has been captured. There are 10 still on the run.
Yeah, and that fellow was captured in the French Quarter. Had not gone that far. No idea where all of the other inmates went, if they stayed in the city or if they're trying to get out of the city. I mean, there's lots of places to hide in Louisiana. There's no question about that. But full-scale press, manhunt underway to try to get these inmates back because, as you pointed out, Sandra, some of them are very dangerous. We don't know if they've managed to arm themselves since their escape. But you can bet, given what they were in jail for, that they are people that you don't want to encounter.
Okay, so a little more information here from the sheriff's office on the one captured inmate, Kendall Miles, currently back in custody. He's being rebooked at the facility for a new charge of what they're calling simple escape. The deputies found him hiding underneath a car at a local hotel on Royal Street. He was in a parking garage at the hotel, John. He was then transported back to the jail by the Louisiana State Police. The remaining individuals are still being actively pursued, and our deputies, in collaboration with local and state law enforcement, are working tirelessly to locate and return them to custody. The sheriff's office also says there will be a briefing top of the hour, about 16 minutes from now, in front of the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office. That obviously will be a moment where we hope to get more information on the search for these inmates, John.
So you have 11 dudes making a move to get the hell out of jail. Man, that's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people, and um, with no resources, you can pretty much guarantee you're gonna have 11 getting caught. They said 2 got caught right off the bat, so you got 9 guys still running around, and they got to really move fast to clean that up because that makes their jail system look horrible, and they've got to make an example of the situation before it just takes a whole nother level on social media. Yeah, this is wild, man. These guys literally pried the door open and got the hell up out of there, man. Now, if they were smart, they knew about this ahead of time, you know. So obviously, if they knew that there was a flaw in the door shutting or closing, maybe they had enough sense to say, "Hey, man, on this day we're gonna do this. Can you meet me here? Um, and look, have this, and this ready for me, and I'm out." Because in order to run, you want to be able to leave the state. You better not go back to the same hood. You better not go back to the same block. You better leave the state and recreate yourself. If you had dreads, you better cut your dreads off. If you had a bald head, you better grow an afro out. If you had a beard, shave that shit off. If you have a baby face, grow a beard. You better do everything the opposite of what you've been doing. And I don't know the level of each one of these guys as far as criminal, what their financial situation was, but that's going to be a big determination. And, you know, just through the research, there's been very few inmates who have escaped and were able to stay out unless they were very resourceful and had access to IDs and money and all these different things. So all that plays a factor when you're talking about guys being able to get away with escaping from a jail or a prison. But yeah, this has got to be one of the biggest in maybe, I don't know, it's probably that state history, maybe United States history as far as at one time 11 guys running out together. I mean, dude, it looked like they just was running down the street. You know, this is some wild shit, man. Leave a comment, let me know what you guys think, and you got to kind of wonder how the 11 decided to run together or leave at the same time. Did you let the homie know? Because see, you don't want to tell too many people. You don't want them to hear through the grapevine, because you got a lot of snitches. You got people telling, oh man, so and so's gonna leave. Dudes will be acting like they down, but they trying to get time off, and they'll set you up. I mean, there's all type of shit you have to think about. But yeah, this is wild right here, man. 11 escapees, man, at the same time. Wow. Leave a comment, share the channel. Big Herc 916, Prison Talk.